Good morning. I'd like to thank you for including me among your speakers today. You could not have picked a more important issue to discuss or a more important time to be discussing them. The COVID pandemic has been brutal, but it has also seen great innovation and resourcefulness as we have all had to change the way we live and learn as well as work. So I'd like to begin by thanking you and congratulating all Association of College members for your magnificent response. I know the challenges it has placed on college leaders and their teams, the extra work, the added pressure. None of this has gone unnoticed. Already we are seeing the beginnings of a post-COVID legacy, which will be of lasting benefit. I hear, for example, that the Heart of Worcestershire, Grimsby Institute and Dudley College have between them produced more than 400 hours of digital content for a range of subjects, which is being shared via our Get Help with Remote Education site. While Western College and Gateshead College have teamed up to deliver over 370 wellbeing sessions and 13 new health and wellbeing video toolkits. By coming together to tackle our shared challenges, we're going to emerge stronger, and your resilience is going to help the recovery effort in so many ways. Further education is going to be vital to helping this country grow economically and improving our productivity after this pandemic. I can say without any hesitation that the future is further education. I'm sure that my passion for further education is not news to any of you. If there is ever an opportunity to bang the drum for this sector, I am there. I make no apologies for this. It's something I believe with a total conviction. And COVID has only confirmed that belief about how important all of you are. We are going to continue our great rebalancing between higher and further education, which began at the last spending review and which we have now continued in the white paper, Skills for Jobs. This will make going to college or taking an apprenticeship a compelling an option as studying for a degree at university. The development of technical skills, the greater embedding of digital skills, the ability to retrain or upskill at any time, all these have never been more important than they are now, than they are today. We need to get people who have lost their jobs due to the pandemic back into work as quickly as possible. Your colleges are poised to offer the kind of flexible, practical training that leads directly to high-quality, skilled jobs, which is exactly what this country needs. Because colleges deliver the skills that deliver the jobs that deliver the greater productivity. But we need you to continue to approach this proactively. And our Skills for Jobs white paper, developed in partnership with so many of you, sets out how we see you doing exactly this. I want this white paper to reshape the whole system of learning and acquiring skills in this country. And it is going to do this by putting employers firmly at the centre of a local skills system, firmly at the heart of our colleges, working together with you, our colleges, as well as other local partners to shape technical skills provision, so that local economies thrive and local businesses benefit. We know that education and training must develop hand in hand with business partners if we are ever going to beat our chronic skill shortages. So we need to think local. We need local solutions for local skills needs. We need you to work with local businesses and employers so that the courses you offer are those that are likely to lead to jobs. There'll be more information coming soon on the year-long Strategic Development Fund pilot that we are going to be launching. This £65 million fund will support colleges as they reshape what they do. For example, by piloting the changes we expect to see in the local skills improvement plans or setting up business centres. We are confident that once it's open, there will be plenty of strong proposals from colleges right across the country. We will also move to a more coherent, simpler funding model that we're going to test with the sector, and we will be consulting on this later in the spring. The consultation will be looking for a simpler model with greater flexibility for providers and more accountability. This will, in turn, lead to a stronger focus on outcomes and will allow providers to achieve more. It is part of our commitment that wherever people live or whatever their background, they can get the skills they need to get a fulfilling and satisfying job. Through the Lifetime Skills Guarantee, we will help people train and retrain at any stage in their lives. This will be achieved through our new flexible skills boot camps, kick-starting the expansion of higher technical education and getting the lifelong loan entitlement up and running from 2025. The Lifetime Skills Guarantee will also include our new Level 3 offer for adults, which is backed by new money from the National Skills Fund, and will enable tens of thousands of adults to benefit from hundreds of free qualifications from April. Colleges will be absolutely key in delivering this new offer and ensuring adults across the country can develop the skills they need to get ahead in the labour market. I want to thank you for all the hard work you've already put in to scale up this offer ahead of April. I strongly encourage you to take up this Level 3 entitlement offer and thank those who've already embraced it. I would now like to look at a number of the other specific measures that are going to help our recovery. COVID has made existing disadvantage more acute. Whether that is in a town that has been hard hit by redundancies or in communities where people were already facing financial hardship. And sadly, the young are often the first to suffer. The latest data shows us that young people are more likely to work in sectors that have been shut down by COVID. By last autumn, those in the 16 to 25 age group were twice as likely as older employees to have lost their job, and most of them had seen earnings fall. To navigate the worst of a pandemic and steer a course to recovery, the government is delivering its plan for jobs. This includes a number of programmes to address the long-term impact of COVID, such as the catch-up premium and the skills recovery package. In July 2020, we announced additional investment for a reformed and expanded traineeship programme to help young people into work. This will make an additional 30,000 traineeship places available this year. I know your members have already worked with us on providing traineeships, so you'll be familiar with the benefits and positive impact that these can have. We're also making more funding available to existing traineeship providers and have awarded nearly £65 million in new contracts with providers for these traineeships for those aged 19 to 24 right across England. As we celebrate the start of National Apprenticeship Week, I'm delighted to tell you that as of today, more than 20,000 applications have been submitted from employers for a cash boost of up to £2,000 to hire apprentices as new employees. Businesses know when they're on to a good deal, and there is no clearer proof of value apprenticeships can bring. Take Amelia Reyes-Pabon. She's an apprentice technician scientist at Oxford University who is supporting production of a COVID-19 vaccine. While we've all been focusing on the end product, it has been Amelia and others like her who are making sure that lab equipment is maintained, tested and cleaned correctly. Or Jack Day, Christopher Robinson and Christopher Young. They're advanced engineering apprentices at the Science and Technology Facilities Council. They helped produce 20 years worth of mechanical ventilators in just 12 weeks. These young people are showing us the future and really leading by example. I spoke earlier of how we're going to reset our thinking for a post-COVID world. And another way we're going to build back better is by building back greener. The Green Jobs Task Force is part of the government's ambitious plan to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. We need to make sure that we have the skills for a greener economy, such as in offshore wind and supporting workers in high carbon sectors like oil and gas to retrain in green technologies. The task force will report next year on its findings. Future generations will judge us on how we build back after the pandemic. They'll judge us on how we came together to work for each other and the country. They'll judge us on our vision and our ambition. Is it bold enough? Are we looking far enough ahead? I'm confident that the white paper will be our first step, so that those who come after will say that we did what was needed, what we had to do to make sure that we build back better for future generations and to get it right. Thank you for everything that you have been doing and everything that you will continue to do for future generations.
Good morning, Education Secretary, and thank you very much for that speech. I think it's fair to say that the white paper was broadly welcomed by the sector, but can you tell us a little bit more about how you see that work by the further education colleges to get people ready for work funded in the long term?
Well, for so long, we've all talked about the importance of skills, but what I see as the white paper is sort of setting out the real vision as to how we're going to drive our skills agenda forward and how colleges can play an absolute and total pivotal role in terms of doing that. The focus very much being in making sure that every young person that comes, whether into college, taking an apprenticeship, the real focus is about how we skill up the whole nation so that we're in the very best possible place to compete globally, and making sure that young people, when they do come into college, are getting the skills that they need in order to be able to walk into a job so that they're in the best possible place, that Britain is going to be able to compete on a global stage. And colleges are that beating heart if we are to deliver that.
And can they look forward to a bit more long-term funding? Are you looking forward to setting that in stone soon?
Well, what we did in terms of a skills for jobs white paper is sort of set out that image of not a view of how colleges are not just going to be in the next sort of 6, 12, 18 months, but where we see things going to be in the next 20, 30 years, which I think is really important so that the sector can start gearing around that. I always understand and appreciate people would like multi-year settlements. This year, we weren't in a position where government didn't do the comprehensive spending review, but we're looking forward to stepping into a comprehensive spending review for the future financial years. But what we have seen, not just last year, where you saw a substantial increase in the amount of funding that was going into the 16 to 19 sector and into skills, we saw a net increase of £600 million this year. You've seen the government's commitment to the £2.5 billion National Skills Fund. So you're already starting to see the emergence of a clear commitment by the government for skilling up the nation. And, you know, the Skills for Jobs white paper is really that sort of laser-like focus about how we actually deliver those skills that are so necessary for our country, but also the fact that there have been commitments, there have been the government already putting the money where their mouth is. But I do understand that people would like to see that longer term commitment, but that's what we'll be moving to as part of the comprehensive spending review.
It's not long at all now until the spring statement, and of course there are an awful lot of financial challenges facing the country at this point. What are you going to be pushing for?
Well, you'll appreciate that that's part of a sort of a delicate budget negotiation, and as you'll also be aware that the budget isn't usually the spending round. That will be sort of primarily focused on the comprehensive spending review. But as always, the key issue and the key points I'm always pushing is skills for jobs. Without putting that in place, we're always, we want to put people in the best possible position. And we saw last year the Chancellor announcing numerous measures in terms of helping not just young people, but people of all ages go into the world of work. And that will continue to remain a key focus and a key element of everything that the government does.
There is much talk at the moment about how the further education sector can reopen for more learners. How can you make sure that that is done in a way that is safe for both staff and also for students? And what lessons can we learn there from the last 12 months?
Yeah, well, it's such an important point that you raise. I think that all lecturers, all staff in colleges are really just very much wanting to welcome back all youngsters, but all people of all ages back into college to be able to continue their studies in more traditional ways and being face to face again. But every step we take is always based on the best scientific health and medical advice. And of course, we take those sort of decisions very, very carefully. The Prime Minister has indicated that sort of settings aren't going to be further opened until the 8th of March. There's a number of, it is important that young people get back into the classroom, back into the lecture theatre at the earliest possible moment, and we'll be working with our colleagues across government to see when that moment is to welcome them all back. But we're very keen to do that at the earliest possible moment. But we saw the FE sector really leading the way in terms of welcoming youngsters back into all students back into the classroom. We also saw the FE sector really leading the way in terms of online learning as well, and actually trailblazing as to how it can be done. And I think that's something that I just really want to take the opportunity to thank all those who work in our colleges for the work and commitment that they put in, not just to welcoming their students back, but also making sure that online provision was of the highest possible quality and supporting youngsters and students of all ages in terms of their learning.
Now, the government has announced a range of initiatives to support catch-up for children and young people and all students. How do we ensure that that support is given to those that need it, and how do we then ensure long-term impact of that?
Well, we've got to make sure that it is all evidence-based. There's so often wonderful initiatives that aren't actually based on evidence and the signs and clear sense that this is going to be working. And so this is why I was so delighted when Sir Kevin Collins accepted the invitation to really look at leading the work in terms of ensuring that all measures from the youngest age to adult learners all the way through, that the interventions that we put in place are really, really, really driving the attainment and catch-up of all of our students. We've already been working with the college sector and putting support there in order to be able to help them put catch-up initiatives in place. And I would see the college sector being the heart of other catch-up initiatives that we also put in place. But I really do hope, I know the college sector, and David has already been leading the way in terms of reaching out to Kevin to work with him and government to make sure that those initiatives that we're putting in place work for students, but of course also can be as best implemented by the sector as simply and as easily as possible.
You already mentioned David Hughes's letter to Kevin Collins from this morning, asking for a task group to make sure that catch-up initiatives go to the people that need them the most. Is that something that you are willing to look at, willing to consider?
Well, I think what the government's actions already shows, I think we've got to look at education as a whole, and we don't want to be looking at we don't want to be saying that siloing different sections of education off, and this is why it's got to be part of broader catch-up initiatives, not done separately. But if you look at what the government is already doing, in many ways our colleges are already ahead of so many other sectors of the education field, because we've already got our skills for jobs white paper, which is absolutely the centre point of what the government is going to be doing in terms of making sure that the systems are in place in order to be able to build back better out of this pandemic, and colleges are slap bang in the centre of that initiative. So in many ways, the college sector has stolen a march on all other parts of government. The key question is as to what follows. You've already tried to tease out of me as to what extra money or what extra resources are going to be there. But as you'll see from the Skills for Jobs white paper, it's not just about cash, it's about how this is the largest body of reform in the post-16 world for a number of decades. And that's going to have to be underpinned by legislation and other measures. And so I think that, the skills sector, which of course colleges are the beating heart of that, is right front and centre of the government's efforts and focus in terms of recovery out of this pandemic. There's much more work to do, but colleges are just right there. And yes, the work that Kevin is going to be doing in terms of COVID catch-up is vital. But I think colleges should be just fully aware that they are going to be playing a much, much bigger and more significant role in terms of this skills revolution that we're going to deliver for this country. And this should be an exciting opportunity for them to embrace. And we're very much down that road. White paper, what will follow in terms of that, these are cementing colleges at the heart of our economic recovery, heart of our skills recovery, and at the very much of the heart of being able to compete on a global level with the right types of skills and start closing that productivity gap that has, sadly widened over the last decade and more.
Thank you very much for that, and thank you so much for your time this morning, Secretary of State. We very much appreciate it.
A pleasure, and thank you for having me. And just to finish off by saying how much I truly value what all colleges are doing and the whole teams are doing. For me, colleges, I remember, it seems a long time ago, into a packed room in the House of Commons where the Midlands Association of Colleges were meeting, and they very kindly invited me to come along and address them. And I slightly ripped off Tony Blair by saying, when he said education, and I said further education. And for me, our colleges have this amazing moment in their history. Colleges were created usually to meet the important needs, the important economic needs of the communities that they were built in. And in many ways, it is rediscovering, which actually, not rediscovering, but putting that mission right back at the centre point of what colleges do. And this is why further education is so vital, for the country's economic recovery, and actually as we come out of this pandemic. And we shouldn't lose sight of how important that was. And the Skills for Jobs white paper, I hope, sets a clear blueprint of what we're wanting to deliver. But we can only deliver that. We can genuinely only deliver that by working together with our brilliant colleges up and down the country. But by doing that, we can deliver a revolution in post-16 education, a revolution for the 50% of young people who don't go to university that I think so many of us have so longed to see. But I so look forward to working with colleges to deliver on that ambition. And thank you so much for inviting me along and giving me the opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you very much.